when you came in. And I either had red or blue hair. I know I said 12 to 3, but you know when Liv says 12 to 3, it really means like 4:30. So technically I'm early. And I have no plans what I'm doing because I got hungry, so now I have to have a snack. Otherwise I just get really tired. And there was a mishap with some super glue, but I don't want to talk about it. It was not fun. But like, what do you do when the super glues, you know? Because running it underwater is not the answer. I do need to decide panels and stuff. And I'm still kind of waking up. I didn't get violently high before stream, which I've been trying not to do. Well, I did, but then I like sobered up and took a shower and stuff. Because I was just in my head a lot today. Tried acetone? No. I do have some fingernail polish remover. If it gets to be that irritating, I'll take care of it. I'm a problem. Yeah, acetone. I don't know. I've been using super glue a lot for the past couple weeks, and I have yet to have a mishap. So, yeah, they do. Super glue and acrylic do feel similar. Oh, that feels weird. I don't have a nail grinder tool, but I have a file and I have a cuticle cutter sitting here if I need it. And I'm just in my head a lot these days. But this is like a glass file, so it's not like as scratchy. I only use glass files on my nails. Because I don't like I don't like the abrasive feel of the other ones on my nails or on my skin at all. I'm very sensitive. I'm not actually like filing the skin, I'm just filing the really hard parts of the glue. Can't believe I did that. uh, was a mistake. I don't know, but then what happens like once it gets soft? Like, can't I just spread it around and make more of a mess? See, that's what I was like when it was wet and it like spilled on my fingers. I like went to the bathroom because I was gonna like use a tissue or something, or then it started to dry, so I was like, I'll just run it under some water, and that just made it so much worse. But it's pretty thin. It's not like really hard. I make poor decisions. Okay. We should know this. No, no, I'm left-handed. It's on my right hand. I'm not the biggest fan of raspberries. I like blackberries a lot, but I never get those. I will fill it every 5 seconds because it's. I have ADHD. That's why. And it's a distraction. And it feels weird when my fingers touch each other. Oh, there's read in here. Oh, I love my pesto. That's one of the things I was thinking about was like, I guess, like loving yourself because it was never like what I thought it would be, like doing the work and everything. I guess I assumed it was kind of always like the same way that I say I hate myself, but kind of not really serious. But like for me, I have like these different iterations of myself that I call like that are there's like separate selves, like past selves. It's like the whole phoenix thing. I've always identified with the phoenix and everything. And like those of you who know, like who have been here, mostly when I say stuff like that, like, oh, you guys know, it's because the majority of people who like hang out and listen to me are my mods who've been here since the beginning. So especially like now because this is my first week back after like 3 years and nobody knows who the fuck I am anymore, which is fine. It's a chance to start over. And you guys watch me go through like so much shit and hardship after hardship. And I always come back better. But I've just been thinking about it a lot because I've been doing um doing more. I don't know if they're here today, but yet. But they've been here since like well, Chris wasn't a mod, but Chris is a mod now. And he's been here since like the third stream or something, which was in like March of 2018. Crazy. But it's something that I've been having to work on as in like because I've transitioned to a new space where I'm, by myself and everything for the first time in a long time. And it's like I asked myself like what I do when I love somebody, like what I do for them, and it's always like little things like, setting the coffee in the morning so it like automatically pours before like so they wake up to like the smell of coffee or whatever if they're a coffee drinker because I'm not. Uh, Things like that and like the little tasks of the day and like things I started doing those things like for myself but not my present self, my future self. If that makes sense. Like, yeah, making their life easier, just little things. Um, and I started doing those things for myself. Like, I put my slippers out in the shower before I get in the shower now. And it wasn't something that I did before because I think it's really nice as soon as I get out of the shower, I put my lotion on and then I put my slippers on. I'm an 80-year-old woman in in disguise. um, but like I don't know, it's just the little things and like making my tea in the morning or making sure that like I have everything set out the way that I need to before I do the next task that I'm gonna do or something like that. You know what? I've actually met quite a few ladies, like elderly ladies who have very vibrant pink hair. I guess we just kind of like get each other. But today we were gonna do maybe overlay stuff and think more about themes and everything, but I don't know. I was in my head about that a lot. And like how in past relationships, like those things have been called burdens or Lance, what's going on? I'm in my head today and I'm eating fruit. Oh, you guys can't see. I have strawberries, raspberries, and cantaloupe. This is my lunch. Yeah, actually, I did know that because it's really bad in like elderly homes, like old folks' homes and stuff. Yeah, it's still my first week back, so we're getting back into things. I had nothing planned for today, but I did write down because I said I always have like three high speed trains of thought on very rickety tracks. So I have the three things that I was thinking about, and one of them was the self love thing, and then accepting like less than that from people, like outside people, I guess. So like if I'm doing these, willing to do these things to love me, why aren't you? Let's get. I don't know why the bot wouldn't work. Sometime during COVID. Oh, that was probably was that the horror time? Spooky sleepover. I can't do those anymore because I have a heart condition. Otterbot community. Oh yeah, that was before TwitchCon. After TwitchCon, everything fell apart, which was good. It just for the better. I don't like being parts of things. I like being on my own. People just take my ideas and my labor and claim it to be theirs, but that's unrelated. Yeah, that was just where I've been in my head. I'm like having to think because it went in like tandem with the other thing, which was I was thinking about what I said the other day when I said one of my biggest pet peeves is letting people waste my time, and I realized that it's not that. It's like it's a communication thing of like when there's a consistent communicator and an inconsistent communicator, like it kind of inherently makes a power dynamic in which the, consistent person is expected to just, I guess, wait. And being like a freelancer, that's something that happens to me quite often is that people with real jobs expect that when they're ready to have the conversation, I will just be free. And like, I don't know. Wait, why did my subscribers? Interesting. We have alerts back, but sorry, my subscriber thing went up and I didn't see an alert or anything. There it goes. Hey, Agony, what's going on? Yeah, am my alerts not? It was like up on my Twitch thing before anything. So I was confused because usually Twitch is the last to update. Yeah. Yay, we have 1 point going up. Right now, everything's going down because everybody's realizing who I am and leaving, which is fine. Most of them are banned or blocked anyway. I don't know. I have this thing that I just don't like to give people. Oh, what's going on? Stop! I see you. I like the the emote. It's awesome. Yeah, like so if you have a person who's like always responds to you and everything like that, and then like you're consistent, like your communication is inconsistent. It's almost like they inherently expect you, like they like waiting for their message is the most important thing that you could be doing that day. And that's what I don't like. Or at any given time, you know. And I am very inconsistent in messaging most of the time because of the ADHD thing, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't ever feel that I'm entitled to a response, and I never expect anybody to respond to anything. We said last stream I have a habit of just like sending a message and then just yeeting my phone because I don't want to have the conversation. Because like, I don't know, it's probably that it's the neurotypical thing of where certain conversations and interactions actually are to convey a feeling and not to um like actually exchange information, and I'm an exchange information ass bitch, so I get a lot of like um I can't, I'm very bad at reading shit, so yeah. And it's so it just I don't, it feels very self-important, and I don't I'm it's when it gets to like I don't know, you're shoving your self-importance into my fucking conversation. I don't vibe with that, dude. Regardless of what it is, if it's like a friend or even like business stuff. Like I said, I'm a freelancer, so I get that kind of shit. And like I rarely have my notifications on. So like if I have them on, like I'm expecting communications. So I will turn them off, and then you won't hear from me because it's not like, because if you're inconsistent, then I'm not going to sit there. I'm just not. But that has to go with like the self-love thing and having boundaries and all of that. Because I've been good with boundaries, like in friend dynamics and things like that, but my blind spots are like families and like love and things like that I forget, and I tend to self-abandon, which not my proudest moments. But for the first time in a while, I'm actually getting to spend time with myself that's not, you know, waiting. Because I feel like that's a lot of like what my days were, is just waiting. And now I just do whatever the hell I want, and it's so much fun. Like yesterday, I was supposed to edit, and I didn't want to. For some reason, my brain was just like, no. I sat down on my computer, and like the files were like the file thing was open, and I couldn't open the files to like work on them. So I just decided to like stretch my physical body and like dance for a while and stuff. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Um, I have manga to read, books. Um, my Switch is there with like I collect amiibo cards for Animal Crossing. I dance, I do watercolor, I do digital art, I do writing, a lot of writing, a lot of journaling mostly, not like creative writing at this time. Do witchy stuff, the divination tools, things. I run like e-commerce stuff, which like I guess was a hobby, but is not now. Now it's more of like work. My bot's working. No. I'm not in a media phase right now, but I did um, go through a phase when I had mono and abdominal surgery and COVID and all these other things happened to me, which was the past 3 years of all that healing and everything. I watched like over 400 different shows and movies, and I got to see the pattern and all the tropes, and that was really fun. All right, Eclipse, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. My brain goes really fast and it's really hard to slow it down, so I have to like be constantly doing stuff. I also have puzzles there. Oh shit. Someone's fucking mad at me. I also like repair tech and things like that, so I have those, and I have another toolbox of like DIY stuff. Like I rebuilt this desk like 5 days ago, 6 days ago. It took 3 days, and I had to learn like, well, I didn't learn how I accidentally put some things together and I made epoxy, so, and wood filler. I go into things like I just do them, and yeah, I'll be back Friday for Fairy Tale. Um, I just do them, and my thought process is I'm either a genius or an idiot. See, I'm logged into Stream Elements. I don't see why. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Did you see that I put a meal out for you already and I tried to call you to it? She's yelling at me. Yeah, I'll be back Friday for Fairy Tale. Probably 3 or 5 o'clock, which might actually mean 6 in, my time. Which when it's like somebody else, like when I'm meeting somebody else or like I have an appointment or something, I'm always like early. I have to be or I stress the fuck out. But when it's like my stuff, I'm like, I just take my time. That's funny. Yes, dear. There's a meal on your plate. I just put it there. That is Madam President or Aurora or cat. My cat. Our resident cat. Nurse Jester. That's what I want my Mondays and Wednesdays to be. It's more like my relaxed style stuff. I have more structured stuff that I could make and do intend on making in the future, but right now I need to like just slow down again. Do we have Testy? No. Wait, is that Stream Elements or? I still haven't figured out a revenue stream. My love. My love. Because I can't use PayPal. Follow age is on for Stream Elements. Ow, you're ripping my skin open. Follow age now. The quote is on. And she does the little happy peek. I love you. The meal there. She didn't see me put it down, so she's all slash followed. I don't know how things work anymore. But I mean, like, Stream Elements is, it says it's in the chat and the command is on, so when you put it in, it should have worked. Oops. Don't tell me oops. Do I have to like refresh the source for the alerts? Refresh browser when scene becomes active. And for the majority of the time, my theme for like the stream and all the panels and stuff in the bottom was like a book, so everything was pages. And now I have no idea what the fuck I want to do. It'll come to me if I just give it the time. But my brain's doing fucking other things. And like the fact that I can't control it is driving me nuts. I'm gonna send a test, so. Oh wait, that's not the right one. Fuck. Oops. Overlays. My past self not great at naming things because this is copy of boo and I don't know what that means. Emulate. Follower event. Did that have like 3 different sounds? What does that mean? I guess I just had to refresh the source. I heard like it's like it's the fairy tale tune of like when they go to commercial. But that might have been because the audio's on the TV and it came through the mic. I don't get why like my alert audio isn't coming through my streams. Paper towel, wipe this. I wish there was like somewhere I could put this right behind me, but even if I set it up on the dresser, you can't see it very well. So just keep the red. I don't think it's the only one that's kind of seen. An underscore. Yes. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Let's put it on my bitchy little stool there. It's like a little pink stool. It's our Chaos Legion. It's our subs. For now. I said, I don't know, I'm just doing shit. Do or do not give us a try. Failing? We'll go there, but actually having those there is now driving me nuts. I have chalk on my super glue fingers. Now it's pink super glue. Yeah. Haunted lo-fi. Japanese lo-fi. I guess we're gonna go with haunted lo-fi. I guess we're embracing spooky. Already. Where's... What was I looking for? Fuck, I hate when my brain does this. Oh, I need the audio to switch. Spooky Halloween music. And then it's this no copyright Halloween lo-fi. Someone took the same four lo-fi songs and just added some spooky warbles. Here we go. It's spooky lo-fi added for you. I usually run rain sounds too because I like rain sounds. Feels like showering my brain. The star. That's me. It's just kind of. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know how you guys didn't hear the fucking spooky lo-fi. I need something like way more upbeat. My Spotify is like chaos and like literally chaos anthems. Then like most of my playlists are chaos something. and then like heavy duty, like pump up at the gym, like like I don't lift. I don't need hype music to lift, but apparently that's what Spotify thinks I am. So we're just going with it, I guess. Based on my music, which Spotify has no idea what to do with me. I do not have thighs for days. I can't like bulk up because I have EDS. It doesn't work. I will always have lean build. Yeah, I have Ehlers-Danlos. I don't know what kind because there's like 13 different types, but it's suspected that I have, well, obviously I have hypermobile, so because that's one that you can see, but it's suspected that I also have VEDS, which is veins, your veins and arteries. We're not allowed to do party tricks. Well, most of us aren't allowed to do party tricks, so you can't do it anyway. But yeah, every time basically I get an IV or I have to go to the hospital or things like that, they blow a bunch of my veins and everything, and my family has like a history of aneurysm, so that's fun. Fortescue, what's going on? How you doing? It is 4 p.m. I feel like it's important for some reason. But I also say we might play Ghostwire Tokyo because I have to finish the story on that for 100%ing or Skyrim. But I'm feeling a little Skyrim-y today, I'm not gonna lie. My problem is the very common problem. I can't stop modding Skyrim. So I don't know what mods I have on it right now. Or like my character save. I also have, and I haven't really played much, the anniversary. I feel you. I've been having a lot of those mornings when my body just feels like really heavy. It's like I don't want to get up. But I have to because somebody's hungry and doesn't shut up about it. She'll fucking wake me up at 6 a.m. She has like no fucking calm whatsoever. No chill. And it's not like there's not things for her to eat. Like she can snack. But she will not. Yeah, I don't know why. I've just been thinking about time a lot. Which is weird because, like, time isn't real. Time is an illusion. But I've just been thinking about it a lot. It was just getting in my head. And I was thinking a lot about I've been doing more things for myself. Like, I got fucking food before I stream. I'm actually fucking eating. Who is she? The thing with, like, my problem with beds is, like, at night I toss and turn, but in the morning it's the most comfortable thing that has ever existed in my entire life. It doesn't like me. We have Skyrim installed. What have you done? I don't know anymore. I think I died and came back. Kind of had to, though. Wake up in the morning, fucking drink. What? My vortex is corrupted? How the fuck does that happen? How does that happen? Yeah. Well, the reason I kind of stepped away from this bunny food shit, I can't eat like heavy meals during the day because of my Vyvanse and my ARFID. But like when I was stepped away from Streamlets to get my head together because I either rely too heavily on caffeine or alcohol. But this October, 3 years sober. But hi, Fox. What's up? I've been promising you guys for since the beginning that I would get it together someday. There's a lot that I needed to let go of because I felt kind of like it felt really wrong to me to be doing like all those, you know, mental health stuff and streams and preaching mental health and like literally not doing anything about my own or not feeling healthy enough on my own or relying on unhealthy vices to get me to do the things that I need to do. So I stepped away and finally got my ADHD wrangled. And most of the stuff that comes with it. I do like a lot of isolation and self-reflection because of who I am as a person, but also because I'm not surrounded by people. And a big part of that is like being a karmic mirror, I guess they call it, where I say the quiet part out loud. I say the things that you're not supposed to like make you face things that you're not supposed to, and it causes a lot of relationships to fall out because people aren't ready to face those things about themselves. Like the friend who thought it would be funny to be a safe place to use like racial slurs and stuff, and I'm like, the fact that you have to have a safe person in order to behave like that probably needs to be evaluated. And then they were uncomfortable with the conversation and have not spoke since. And that's how it goes. Homie, I didn't like that. I'm the same kind of person no matter what context I'm in. I'm the same. I really don't know how to do the whole, I don't know, besides like masking, I guess, which, I don't know how to do the whole like different personalities for different people. And I consider it a skill because I can take a situation that's like supposed to be very professional or whatever and bring it down to like fuck shit. Which is probably why I don't work in the corporate environment. I knew people here probably like, man, this bitch talks about herself a lot. But listen, I haven't talked about myself ever. Well, yeah, as I was setting up my desk and my altar back there, I was setting up for Samhain because I figured that's the next holiday, and then I realized that it wasn't even October yet. Oops. I've just been in a period of reflection because I was the kind of person who would not put like opinions on anything or say how I felt or enjoy things, know what I liked, and now I do, so I'm gonna talk about it. I gotta find how my vortex corrupted though. Fox, have you ever heard about that? I tried to open Vortex and it says your copy of Vortex is corrupted. I like Halloween vibes, but if I'm honest, I don't like spooky vibes. I don't like animatronics, so I hate all of the like the Halloween animatronics. That's what I mean, but people would ask me for my opinion because I was a streamer. And I would be like, I don't really feel. Once I closed it and it was back, okay. And I would be like, well, I don't really want to feel one way or the other, but now I know how I feel. I know what I want. I know what self-value is. I don't even see it in my program files. Nah, it's the same thing. Installation corrupted. Re-download, I guess? We can't just like go in raw dog and Skyrim. Yeah. We probably said that at the same time. I guess there was a new update. Do I have runtime already? Fuck if I know. Like, there were a lot of things that I wouldn't watch or, like, music that I wouldn't listen to because people said it was dumb. And the one thing that I learned when watching all of those 400 movies and show things within a year or something like that, one thing I learned is that if you go into it because people recommended it, it's probably going to be bad. I mean, that slow download, Vortex. And the things that a lot of people say are bad are not actually that bad. Downloads. That's not the right downloads folder. How do I have multiple downloads folders? Do I really have to? I guess there's a desktop runtime update, so there was a Vortex update that I missed. I haven't really been at my PC the past, like, month. I appreciate it. Yeah. Did it update? When the installer just disappears and I don't know what's going on. Destination folder, I guess. Dude, I really gotta get to editing videos. I have like a 2 terabyte hard disk. And then I have a solid state for the other one. And it's like all full. It's like all full. I have so much shit. And like past shit, I don't know what to do with. Like, I have like my clips and stuff, which I shouldn't update here. Because like if you upload them, they don't go in clips. But to upload them to like YouTube or something like that, I have to reformat everything for portrait. And I just don't want to. I am human. Are we human or are we dancing? I love when they put next to your username free, so you know your place. No Man's Sky, Stardew, Conan. Who the fuck is Skyrim? Skyrim Special Edition. 3 active mods. Who am I? How do I manage this? It's reading that I have Skyrim script extender. I've seen that and like, hey, 420. Epic, I think it was doing pop-ups on my computer about it. Yeah, my Stardew Valley has 60 active mods. I have a problem. But I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't know gameplay. I don't know what type of game it is. I just have all the information that's like, everybody's playing Starfield. Modding or this what is RimWorld? Do you still have the same potato? Because I always see it like popping up and I'm like wondering if your game is crashing or whatever. Got reborn with weak ass lungs. I have bitch baby lungs. It's not because my bowl is dirty. I just cleaned it. It's just because I have bitch baby lungs. No furniture camera. I love that the Skyrim like community is still literally to this day very active in modding. Thankfully, no. Oh, okay, nice. Because I'm like, how do you run like 300 or 500 mods, whatever, with that? French voice pack for Dragonborn voiceover. Boobies. Lots of boobies. Unfortunately, we can't do the boobies. Dynamic interface construction kit, and it's just called dick. I love this community. I was trying to see like what I add is to see if I could re-download them, so I guess we'll go to my mods. I can't just like show you this stuff because I probably fucked up the other day when I showed you my browser. My file, no. Download history. Last time I played Skyrim was my birthday. What do you want to do for your birthday? I don't want to play Skyrim. I ain't a ridiculous human. Oh, is this what does it run Steam? Oh, they finally started allowing Windows 7. Nice. Probably couldn't run 10, that's why. That's why I run 7, I mean. I can't think with my hair down. It doesn't work. I don't know why. Address library for script extender plugins. Map marker. Nightingale Hall restored. Yeah, I had JK's whole set. JK's High Rothar, JK Skyrim, which was like a big one in the community. Oh yeah, I figured out how to do it for Elder Scrolls Online. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And that wasn't the last time I played Skyrim, it was the last time I modded Skyrim. That's my birthday. my 30th birthday, mind you. Pretty accurate. Mine is like a Frankenstein, but sometimes I run emulators on my PC, and I was gonna run one on my laptop just because I figured it was simple or whatever, but I opened it and it was like Commodore 64. I'm like, ain't no way this can run two OSs at the same time. Skyrim last played July 18th, which means I played past midnight. On my 30th birthday. I like what I like. What can I say? Dear Diary dark mode menu replacers. I probably need that. I wonder if I still have. How would I know if I still have Skyrim scripting somewhere? Give me that ultra free slow download. No. Okay, so I do have it. am not responsible for the things that past me does / did. You already downloaded it. Do you want to download it again? No. So which mods do I have? Okay. Dark mode. Unlimited training. I'm such a problem. I do like unlimited training and unlimited gold because I don't like to be restricted. Let me be free. If I go to buy a house and I can't afford a house, I'm not gonna have it. I live enough of that in real life. What can I get for $40? I can't help but laugh. It's ridiculous. Nothing is real. We're on a floating rock in space. Install journal stat system menu, yes. Mod configuration menu, yes. Map menu, yes. Install inventory replacer, yes. Like Homer, why? Yes. Why? Install favorite menus. Log picking, stats, level up, sleep weight, message boxes, tutorials, training, tab menu, loading menu, main menu, Oblivion-like HUD preset. Never played Oblivion. I have it. I think I own it, but I don't think I've ever played it. Beige markers. Install Skyrim character sheet replacer. What? Wheel menu? Russian. I'm not Russian. Thank you. Weirdest options. Oh, what? Mod files were changed to same vortex. Cancel, I don't need that. Wait, what is... Weapons, armor, clothing, and clutter fixes. Because there's like... there's whack, there's Keiko, and there's whack Keiko. Complete alchemy and cooking overhaul. I guess... overhaul everything. Let's go. Missing masters. I'm confused. I did download Oblivion-esque category icons for Sky UI. I guess we'll look at JK stuff. JK is a modder. It needs to be beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Map markers for pain in the necklace. Bears of the North. Yes. More bears. Better bears. Artwork imports. I haven't made my PC crash in a while, so we should try to do that. Amazing follower tweaks. Oh, there's a complete alchemy and cooking overhaul. That's the one that we need. Alchemy is probably one of my favorite things. And I don't just mean like in the game, I mean like alchemy in life, in like other contexts. I got really obsessed with Will Alchemy once. But like alchemy as a craft and how it coincides with numerology. Become the High King of Skyrim. I haven't done that in so long. And I didn't do that with you guys. We're doing it. Send him to the gulag. Heartfire with multiple adoptions. Yeah, I never liked that you can just have 2 kids, because I have like, you know, 16 houses and each of them has 3 to 4 bedrooms. They're like, no, only 2 kids. Shit. Okay. Yeah, right? Oh, you have to go to the Dawn Star one after that, right? Instead, because I was gonna say like live in the one where like I burn fucking asters. Yeah. Mommy just did a little murder in the entryway. Keep going. Sometimes they seem like devious enough that you could raise murder children in Skyrim. Clothing and clutter fixes. Okay. I miss being able to share music though. I do know one person who released an album recently, but I did not ask if I could stream it, so I'm not going to. I did not expect that. Now I'm covered in strawberry juice. Trade and barter system, I guess. Why not? Hey, if I don't end up doing anything, that's for future me. Today's theme is doing things for your future self. And the best part of that is you know exactly how much it's going to be appreciated. It's not like, oh, I hope they appreciate it. No, you know exactly how that bitch is gonna feel about it. Because you are that bitch. I'm not sure what my Skyrim save has on it. I don't know if I have the Stones of Barenziah yet or not. Welcome back, Lunar. What's going on? Legendary player home map markers. Colored quest and capital map markers. Pets of Skyrim. Cloaks of Skyrim. I downloaded Dark Elf Bikini and High Elf Bikini. Why she hide my house? Same. It's like sad how life changing just a little bit would be. AI overall? Is that something I want? I gotta pee. I will be right back. I'm back. Remembering that I only had the one. But I think that whole like power dynamic thing I was talking about earlier is why I don't like phone calls. Because like when somebody calls you, they just expect you to be there, ready for a conversation, and I have to have mental preparation. You have to let me know that this shit's coming in because I can't fucking do it. All willy-nilly. I think we already have alchemy overhaul. And like, I don't like phone calls, so my phone. It's time sense. I don't do phone calls. My phone does not ring. Like, it was a little bit ago. My cousin was trying to get a hold of me because I was going through something, and she texted me all panicked, like, you didn't pick up your phone. I'm like, homie, my phone doesn't ring. I have to be ready. And like, my mom's one of those people, well, obviously we've been no contact for a long time, but when we used to be in contact, I used to have like panics because she'll text me and be like, what are you doing? Or I'm gonna call. And like when she says, what are you doing? It's like right then you have to pick up the phone. And I'm not on anyone else's like time. It's too jarring to my existence to have someone barge in like that. Like I'm in the store right now. In a text, doesn't bother me, but the problem is I usually don't see it until like the person's either not at the store or whatever. Like, do you want anything at the gas station? And then I see it 3 hours later. Guess not. The phone call. I just don't answer my phone. It doesn't ring, but it also doesn't go off for emergency alerts either. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, sure, I'll spy on them from my one window that only points to my driveway. Is this really? I don't know. I guess if they're like on their way to like your place and they say, you know, I'm gonna stop here or whatever. But like, I don't know if I feel cared about with that one. Oh shit. And I'm making a mess with that. And the third train of thought was about water and electrolytes, which had nothing to do with the first two. So this is where my brain jumped off. But continue. Well, like, I guess it has to do with, like, my disorders or whatever, because I have Ehlers-Danlos, which means I have very difficult time, like, if I eat supplements, I have a very difficult time absorbing the needed nutrients from them. And so I have to, and I also have a metabolic disorder, metabolic acidosis, which essentially eats up the electrolytes in my system. So my like arms and shit become exhausted. Can't like lift them because there's literally not enough electricity flowing through my body to keep it up. But I was watching, again, Nick is Not Green, which we were watching on Monday. And he did a video with Danny Gonzalez about the water sommelier. And the water sommelier talks about how there's different different tastes for different water and dissolved solids inside your water. So this is Fiji that has dissolved solids, and its total dissolved solids are 222. And like they try one that's like really expensive and shit. So people like me with POTS also goes hand in hand with that dysautonomia. Like I was drinking a lot of water, and I specifically drink spring water because I know purified water isn't good for you. It more draws nutrients than it gives them. So if I switch to a water that has a higher or like a 200 dissolved solids or whatever, depending on what they are, it's actually better for my body and makes me feel more energetic than an electrolyte solution, which are expensive and not as easy to access. Which this water is expensive, but it's less expensive than buying gallons of spring water and Pedialyte to drink every day. Because I was having the issue with my heart and my body that I couldn't stay hydrated no matter what I do, and I was drinking spring water all the time, thinking that it was, better for me, but because it was like great value or something like that, it didn't have a lot in it, so it doesn't stay in my body. I need salt. Something wrong. Gatorade has like high sugars and stuff like that, and I don't like Gatorade. And it has high sugars, and the electrolytes per everything they're way lower than like Pedialyte. So I've been drinking more of these, and I've been drinking the green glass bottles that you guys have seen, which is spring water from Arkansas, I believe, that has around the same 220 dissolved solids. But their dissolved solids were I forget what it was. There was 3 different ones in it, and the dissolved solids in water are essentially electrolytes and things that help you absorb electrolytes. So if you switch your water to a different water, it completely changes how I feel with POTS and EDS and everything. That's why when I wake up in the morning, I fucking crave this kind of water, and if I drink the other stuff, it literally goes right through me. And my doctors read it as hydrated because of color and stuff, but like my skin is dry, I'm weak, I can't like stand up fully. I have all of the symptoms of dehydration, but with hydrated. Like that's how my tests and everything says I'm hydrated, but none of it's like going into my blood and everything. So my heart's struggling and all of that. And I was on a beta blocker for a long time, and I ended up having to come off of it because my insurance switched and I fired my PCP because I didn't like her. And I had to stop taking my beta blocker because I couldn't get access to it because the PCP wouldn't refill it or whatever. So just changing this or whatever has changed like my need for it. Like my heart doesn't spike as much because I'm getting the nutrients that I need. And Fiji water specifically has silica in it, which silica aids in the metabolic process of calcium, I believe it is, which is like one of the essential building blocks for connective tissue, which is my problem because I can't just feed myself collagen because that's just not how it works. My collagen factory in my body doesn't produce what it's supposed to produce, so just feeding it more just produces shitty stuff faster, kinda. So getting all the nutrients that I need and having everything balanced within my diet and my supplements and getting liquid and shit, it keeps my water up without my salt having to be too high, which salt is a huge thing for pots that really helps balance. It helps with the nausea. It helps with, you know, basically everything related to pots. And having the dissolved solids is better for me than having, or has been better for me and my pots than taking like the electrolyte substances. I can't take salt tablets. They make me like projectile vomit. It's just not good. But that's why I always like have a water, carry a water, because I'm very specific about my water. And like don't drink purified water, never drink distilled water. That's something that's crazy to me. Is like it's you shouldn't drink distilled water, and like every other country pretty much will tell you like don't, but we just sell it in gallons like at Walmart. That'll fuck your shit up. But yeah, I didn't realize how different, like, because I knew that different water tasted different, and you know, different water contains different things, but I was under the guise that pure, I guess, was a good thing. But when you have water, you don't want it to be purified. You don't want your water to be pure. You want your water to have the natural elements from the earth and everything, because the earth naturally provides the things that you need. So when you purify water, you draw all of that shit out, and essentially when you drink it, it tries to draw those things from your body to balance itself, to balance the water. So it can actually leave you more dehydrated to drink purified water. Which, that I always knew, but I didn't know exactly what the science and shit was behind it, and now I do. And Fiji water not only has the silica, but it has magnesium in it, which is great for EDS muscles, because EDS muscles are like rocks. Because our connective tissue doesn't hold our joints together, so our muscles have to. And our muscles just kind of lock into place, so our bones stay where they're supposed to. So having magnesium to kind of loosen that up and move that around is important. So I was thinking about the different dissolved solids between these and the other spring water that I was drinking, because of what my specific needs are in my specific chronic illness. And yeah, it's just fancy water. Which is ridiculous, because I think it's the most like money for Earth's finest water. Like something that's supposed to be good and healing for you, which actually water has been used to heal. And I don't mean like woohoo whatever. There's like actually places that you can go bathe that heals water, but or heals with the water. But there's also like, back when you're sick and stuff, they would bring you like urns of water, essentially. Tastes Greek water. World's finest organic Greek water. It depends on where you are. Because like some places, the stuff from your hose is spring water, because the public water is spring water, depending on like exactly where you are, where you grow up, or whatever. So essentially your creek water could be, if you're in one of those places. But no, I'm not gonna go around tasting people's water. It would be fun to go and do that, but like, isn't there something about drinking different waters in different places? Like, would that fuck my shit up? Yeah, that's what I can't stand. Like my water in Cleveland was like that, and like when you got out of the shower, it smelled like you stepped out of a pool. Yeah, that's how it is in California. Because I lived in Southern California, Joshua Tree, And I would go up north to visit my brothers and stuff. And around, I think it's around Big Bear, you can start seeing that there's literally just like a spigot in the side of a mountain, and it just again pours. Yeah. Not having a single set of traffic lights, fuck that. Yeah, and people, it's free, so you can literally just go and fill up jugs of water and bring it back. And I'm pretty sure where I was, some of it was spring water brought down because the majority of my childhood we were in a drought. We didn't have any water. It is the best tasting water. It's so fantastic. These are similar, not Fiji itself, but like the waters that have more dissolved solids and stuff, they have that better taste. And like once I had the other one from Arkansas, I was like, oh my god. I can't not have this. It's everything I've ever desired. And I'm like, I don't drink, well, you see me drink like Dr. Pepper or whatever. I mostly drink those for like caffeine because I'm very caffeine sensitive. It doesn't take a lot. So in the afternoon, I'll have one or whatever. But I do not prefer to drink Coke or soda, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to have it within the first few hours of waking up. It has to be like after lunch and everything. I'm very specific about it because of how it feels or whatever. And I'm also really weird about my teeth because I have EDS teeth, and I'm not proud of them. And a lot of soda, especially like Pepsi, I won't drink Pepsi at all because it feels like when you take a drink of Pepsi and whatever, right afterwards, it feels like my teeth are literally rotting. And I can't cope with that. So I only drink Dr. Pepper. There's a string on my shorts, but I can't get it. But it's bugging me. But yeah, I'm a weird water person. But I guess I'm a Cancer and I cry a lot, so it all goes. I feel more at home floating in the water than I do like on land with my baby giraffe legs. The blurry camera teeth are just as fine as Beyonce's. It's not really the cameras I'm worried about. It's quite embarrassing, and like they got worse because of the mono and everything, so it's really embarrassing to be meeting people now and the smile. I'm not super proud of it. But that's one thing I always said, like if I have my if I ever had the opportunity to do like cosmetic surgeries or anything like that, the very first thing that I would do is my teeth. Like, no matter what, it's my front teeth are the problem. I have like holes in my teeth, and like it's just that like they came in like that. They just have holes in them. And like my fillings are falling out because I still have metal fillings, which means I can hear radio frequencies. No, just kidding. Veneer. If I could do veneers, I would, but I don't know if my body will support them because gums are connective tissue. So the way that they install them is they usually like install like screws or whatever into the jawbone that the teeth go onto, or they shave your tooth all the way down to like a nub and then put on a cap, essentially. There's two different ways to do it. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but those are the two ways I know about. And I don't know if my teeth or gums could support either way, but if that's what I had to do, I would do it. But I wouldn't go as hard. I wouldn't go in that hard. And then you can get temporary ones too that fully go over your teeth. But I don't have any of that. I just have bad teeth. And it's so embarrassing having bad teeth, but also, like, I think the dentist is the most judgmental doctor that you could ever have. Every single dentist I've ever had asks me, have you ever thought about braces? You know what? No. Never in my 30 years on this earth going to the dentist every 6 fucking months has anyone ever brought up fucking braces. Like, should get implants. Yeah, I'm not sure. It would have to be like whatever access I had, which I don't have any, and it's not even like within my realm of reality, so I don't have any plans whatsoever. I just know that I would get my teeth fixed if I had the option to do something like that. Either teeth or like laser hair removal, because having EDS makes having hair, especially like when shaving and stuff, it makes it a nightmare. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's the light. Nah, I won't do that. Plus, the camera's like up on my TV, so I can't do like zoom ins and all that shit. I don't want to. But yeah, I've never like have eaten poorly. I didn't eat candy as a kid because I don't like candy. I like clearly fruits and vegetables and fresh stuff. And my teeth were always the worst out of anybody. And I'm like, it's so not fair, because especially, you know, like my sister who would eat a bunch of candy or whatever and she'd be like, no cavities. Meanwhile, I'm like, as a 6-year-old, brushing, flossing, doing a whole 9. Every time I eat something, rinse my mouth out, and every time I go to the dentist, it's still like 6 new cavities. Fucking really? I don't know, but I do take good care of my teeth because they are falling out of my head. Or they're more disintegrating, because they're not falling out yet. They're just disintegrating. And I don't know, I imagine myself as an old person with like just nubby teeth. Listen, my brain's been getting real weird lately, and I think it's the fact that, I don't know, I'm the most sober that I've been in almost probably my entire adult life. Let's be real. I've been smoking a lot less. I haven't drank in years. I don't do anything. And like in my 20s, I did way too much acid before my frontal lobe developed. My ego's just like a little spazzed out. Though, I have yet to find something that's too much acid, so. I'm kidding. But yeah, with it, like hair and stuff, it's difficult because it's like my skin is too soft for the hair to like grow out of, but also the hair doesn't have enough like proteins in it to be strong enough to penetrate the skin, so I end up with a lot of weird bruises and bumps and all of that other stuff, so kind of sucks. So I might do laser hair removal if I had the opportunity, but like again, that shit's expensive. Like itchy. It's not for me. It's not itchy, but it could be because of the amount of lotion that I apply to my skin. Because EDS skin is way worse if you don't moisturize it. You scar so much easier. And our scars are weird and like stretched out. Solitude, big child bedroom, and extra rooms. I wonder if I should be looking at like relevant topics. Because honestly, I don't feel like playing a game. I do feel like reading about mods, but Film Cooper has a new video. I like him. I probably am, but maybe I probably won't until after dark. I've become one of those people. You know, those people that I fucking hated. I haven't got my phone until after dark. I don't know. I just feel like if I do that, then I'm not gonna do anything else with my day. Russell Brand is now under allegations. I'm like watching the subtitles of the person talking about it. Multiple women have come forward accusing him of SA or accusing him one way or another. Goddamn. And then also on my like you might like Study with Cats Sweeney Todd movie. Although the nature ones aren't completely because of cat TV. I do like, I love watching like videos of walks. I don't know if that's weird, but like, it doesn't have to be in nature, I guess. Although most of them are, but like, I like, there's people who do just videos of like walking around Korea or walking around Japan. And just like having like the sound be the ambience or whatever. Like I like putting those like on the TV while I'm cleaning or something. Because I just like watching them. I don't know. I like looking up random places too and just watching a random like video feed. That sounds creepy. But like if you go to like live and you type in something like a city, or if you just type in like Japan or whatever, there's live streams of just, you know, different places. And there was one that I came across. I forget now what it was called. But there was one I came across that was literally just like the security camera from like I guess it was like a community place. Like the people were just chilling, and after hours they started like literally passing around and enjoying. And I learned that it was deliberate because the person who owned the studio owned the space was running for some kind of office, and they were running under independent stuff, so they made a movie with that. I'm not sure which one you mean. I actually love, like, I want to say I almost said dash cam type movies. The type of movie that dash cam is, but it's not a dash cam. It's like either the like a vlog style or like the computer screenshot style. There's a few of those, probably like 5. Was he on vacation? That's awesome. That sounds that sounds awesome. She's a CCTV. There was there was one about that. There was a 2 girls that were traveling Europe or whatever, and one of the friends goes missing, and basically everybody in the city tries to convince the other girl, because she's, you know, foreign to the area, they were there on vacation, that this girl never existed, but she like found her through digital means as well. I forget what that's called, but that's really good. I could pull up my movie Discord. It's bad. Well, not bad, it's just there's a lot. It looks like a mess, but you guys aren't gonna see it. Where did I put that? Some of their friend doesn't exist. Or like she like was never a guest at the hotel, or, you know, whatever. Like, I think they made her luggage disappear as well. Like, that was part of the thing. So it's just like crazy lady, crazy lady. One of my least favorite tropes, my least favorite fucking tropes, is crazy lady not crazy. There we go. There's no particular order either. That's the issue. It's just like the dates that I watched them. But yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure if it was that movie, but I'm pretty sure under this trope of like your friend goes missing or whatever, there's a movie that does that, like the hotel staff removed her stuff, or the maids cleaned the room and only the other girls' things were left. Something like that. The binge. They have one night of the year to get as fucked up as possible. Still great. I stand by that one. Oh, I did try to watch Contagion. Contagion, bad writing. Oops. Panic Room was still good. That's the one with Kristen Stewart as a child. I'm still reading about The Binge. The Binge's movie is great. 10 out of 10 recommend. Hilarious. I fucking love that kid, that guy. He's not a kid, but he always plays a kid, because he's in that Drew Barrymore one I just watched, Santa Clarita Diet. I absolutely love her husband, and the neighbor's kid or whatever is that guy. I think his name is like Skylar. Vince Vaughn's great. Vince Vaughn's amazing. Skylar Gisondo. Okay. I always forget his name. But Skylar is a very him name, so. Yeah, dash cam. Unlikable female car streamer, supernatural slasher. Pretty great, to be honest, but has many car accidents. Searching, I think, was one of them. Was one of the screen cap movies. 420 for me now. It's 420 somewhere. I can, I guess. I can take a hit. Oh, that one, Till Death. I don't like Megan Fox, really. I mean, I don't really have anything against her. But I thought the one where she gets... Alright, no worries. Where the one where she gets... It says handcuffed to her Psycho X and then he kills himself. But he removes all the keys and sharp things. So, like, all the ways my brain was like, shouldn't she definitely be able to do this? They addressed, at least I felt, when I watched it. They addressed each one of those, like, holes. And it was really good. Also, I didn't realize, the weed just went to my head. I didn't realize Bella Thorne was as good of an actress as she is. I thought that she wasn't gonna be good, but she was really good. And like a lot of the stuff I watched her in. But girl, Bella Thorne. Didn't expect it to be good, but it was. Clinical 2017. Terrible, bad acting, worst writing. Every line is a cheesy cliche. Also, she's the worst psychiatrist ever. I don't know how you're supposed to root for her. Let's look up Clinical. We're exploring my past mind when I had mono and all that shit. A psychiatrist tries to put her life back together after a violent attack by seeking to repair the life of a new patient, but he has his own terrifying history. Oh yeah, she's like the worst. The worst psychiatrist ever. That's funny. Men 2022, weird as fuck. That one was like, if you want to feel like you took drugs, but not good ones. That's what that movie is. On the positive end of that, though, if you want to feel like you took drugs in a good way, I'm thinking of Ending Things in 2020 was good for that. I want to say it's good, but I also might not understand it. It wasn't Berlin Syndrome. I thought that might have been the kidnap one, but it's not. But it's okay, Stockholm Syndrome, but Berlin, ha. I think we're alone now with Peter Dinklage and Elle Fanning. Unlikely duo in Apocalypse. I love a good unlikely duo. Makes me so happy. That one was really good. I really liked that one. And she's also in... She's in another one. As like a unlikely duo. It's like the pop idol one. I forget what it's called, but like when you see it, it's her face and she's like a pop idol on it. That one's really good. That one got me in the soft spots. Also, The Intern. I really liked The Intern. Where was that? It's not a love story. It's unlikely best friends, Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro. Found family-ish. Loved it. Old guy adopts chaotic young girl trope. I like that one. Which, let's not look into that. I just realized. For All Mankind, space show, excellent, super attached to the characters. That is a great one. I was hoping it would come back, but I don't think it will. Cam is another one of the computer screen ones that's good. It's about a cam girl who gets like her identity stolen. Like literally like her physical form stolen. And starts like the thing starts camming and, you know, taking her money in her accounts and whatever. It's really good. I think it's, what is that? I can't think of the word, the name. I fucking love them. Bloomhouse. I think it's a Bloomhouse. I have to double check that because my brain. Yeah. I am a big Bloomhouse fan, but I don't like... I was okay with like where Insidious started. Wasn't really okay where it ended up. And I didn't really like The Purge. Well, I thought The Purge was just like exactly what you expect. I don't want a big giant theatrical list. I just want list. They're doing Five Nights at Freddy's. We talked about that, I think, at one point. They're doing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. You Should Have Left, I thought was good. That's Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried. Which, when I saw it, I was like, Amanda Bacon and Kevin Seyfried, I have to fucking watch that. I thought it was good. A lot of other people did. Black Phone was fantastic. The kid in that is great. Unfriended, they do. Which is another computer screen one. And Cam, which is the other one. Oh my god, what was the one? The dude. It was a Hulu movie and I don't have Hulu anymore. Wait. Blumhouse did Whiplash? I didn't know that. End of the Road. Family thriller. I remember that one. That one is really good. I don't... The Vanished. Teen Spirit. That's the one. Old guy adopts young chaotic girl trope. with Elle Fanning. And there's at the same time I watched A Million Little Pieces and Four Good Days, which are both getting sober stories, and they're both fantastic, must watch. Suicide warning in A Million Little Pieces, but those are both. Four Good Days is probably one of my top films. It is fantastic. The Hate You Give I watched at that time too, which is a completely different genre, but it is absolutely fantastic. It makes me feel every feel. So are they stuck in the bathroom? Oh, Dope is another one. It's a coming-of-age comedy. Very good. Yeah, The Black Phone. Badass kid, thumbs up. Us, I watched, I said, yeah, don't watch that alone in the dark. Mistakes that were made. That one scared me. One of my least favorite, as in, like, it does not that it makes me angry, like Crazy Girl Not, or Crazy Woman Not Crazy, because I actually enjoy those films as long as they're handled correctly. I just hate the fact that when, like, a woman is a lead, there's a huge chance that it's gonna be, oh, you're just crazy, you're just crazy. Oh, wow, she was telling the truth this whole time. But yeah, if I just see something that was really good. What the fuck was it? It wasn't No One Gets Out Alive, because I thought I liked that one. After being forced to take a room in a boarding house, an immigrant in search of the American dream finds herself in a nightmare she can't escape. I don't remember that one. But I'm gonna trust myself in my review. False positive. Fucking weird. Pregnancy stuff is always fucking weird. I thought This Is the End was still pretty funny, and then, like, more recently, Don't Look Up was fantastic. I loved it. Another Peter Dinklage one that I liked is I Care a Lot. That one was really good. Must watch. All Together Now. Fantastic. Must watch. That's all I have written. I think that's one of the ones that's like all the feels. We Need to Do Something. That's the name of it. Psychological thriller. Gore. Pretty good. Family stuck inside bathroom after tornado and things get weird. I've watched it like 2 or 3 times now and I thought it was still good. I was trying to really figure out which, because I know I did watch a lot of Blumhouse ones, but now I can't remember like from like the titles what they are. Wait, I didn't watch. I watched the first one, like not the first Purge, but the Purge movie that came first. Whatever. I watched that one and I thought it was extremely predictable and exactly what you expect, and I did not continue on in the series. Ooh, we're talking about Vince Vaughn again. Freaky was really good. It's Freaky Friday, but Vince Vaughn is like a slash killer, like a slasher. Insidious Chapter 3. See, I never saw those. I think the second was where I stopped. I watch Unhuman. I think I did watch that. I think that's one of the good ones. Yeah, I thought it was No One Gets Out Alive, but that's not what it was. It was We Need to Do Something. It was like a sentence. I think this annoyed me about the Purge. It's like, who the fuck would go straight to murder? We could just... Yeah, or you could just, like, file false taxes. And they have to give you the money. There you go. I'm pretty sure that the Purge happens during tax season. Megan, I thought was really good. That's the one with the creepy girl doll. I think I watched Run, Sweetheart Run, but I won't watch it now. It looks interesting. Black box. I don't remember that one. I thought it looked familiar because the guy didn't look familiar, but I just realized that he was the one in... I think he was in one of those Black Mirror episodes. Happy Death Day I watched at the dentist's office. Unfriended was good. Man, I don't think I watched that. I watched literally every movie on Hulu at that period. Oh, that one with where the kids play metal music. That one's great. And if you like classic rock, that's like a great like nostalgia, just discovering rock. Like as a kid. Wow. Very juicy strawberries. They did Get Out, which was great, but they did Split, which was not great. Okay, watch next to King. See, I watched Bodies, 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 and I loved it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like, I don't like Pete Davidson films, and I'm not a big fan of Pete Davidson. But I loved that fucking movie. I thought it was so good. Inheritance, that's the one that I thought was the last. I just clicked on one, and I'm like, no, that's not the movie I watched. The one I watched was Inheritance. A girl inherits a man chained in a bunker and has to figure out why. Like her dad leaves it to her. Oh, Swiss Army Man is like a funny, absurd little story, but it's definitely on my must-watch list. His house was in there with on the same day as like Us and stuff like that. That's another one you don't want to watch by yourself. I really like with the new generation. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. With the new generation of like horror films or whatever, that the kids aren't fucking useless. Like Gen Z, Gen Alpha gonna be all right. That's my favorite thing, is that they're so practical and it's just so good. Oh, another one, The Immaculate Room. Fantastic. I cried. It was so good. The Inhabitant. Lizzie Borden murderous tendencies get past to different women. Not worth it. I don't know why everyone tries to like revamp and retell those stories, like Lizzie Borden and stuff. Deadstream. That's the one. That's another vlogger style that I was looking for way earlier when I was talking about Cam and Unfriended, which is right next to it. It's a streamer versus haunted house. It was really cheesy in spots, and like you can tell he's kind of parodying that, you know, like Paul brother type energy in his character, and I thought it was great. Everything Everywhere All at Once is campy and silly, but on the must watch. Yodi, what's going on? This is just my desk. It's just my room. We're not professional. But that one was good. Unfriended. Computer screen movie about a dead girl. Pretty good. Shattered. Cameron Monaghan thriller. Not good. And I really like Cameron Monaghan. The Bucket List. Bad. Characters are poorly written. Conflict isn't real. Rectifies things that weren't wrongs. Mediocre white dude's fantasy. Like, watch every day ready for Halloween. That's not every day. I just felt like it. I don't know. My stuff is set up for Halloween, pretty much. But it wasn't really intentional, it's just what I have. Separating out all my things again. Emergency. Dudes go bar hopping, find a teenage girl passed out in their apartment. They don't want to call the police because they're black and she's white. Epic adventure with a good ending. I love that one. I think I watched that and Dope around the same time. I just felt like doing my nails yesterday. I don't know. I was supposed to edit photos or videos yesterday, and I sat down in front of my computer and I could not open the files. So I decided to just, like, I got up and started moving my physical body and actually stretched and danced for the first time in, like, forever. And then I was like, I want to do my nails and all that. Taking care of myself. High school, not good, boring. Yeah. And like stretching yesterday, I realized how much of my like bodies and like how many of my muscles are still not awake from being like out of bed, because I was bedridden a couple years ago. I think it's been a couple years now. The Last Shift, another unlikely duo. Slice of Life is great. I never did input my thoughts after watching The Whale, but I loved The Whale. I thought it was great. Fantastic. And then I started writing anime, and when I got into K-dramas, and then I stopped. I have not watched that. I don't know what that is. But I started getting into some K-dramas. All of Us Were Dead was one of my favorites. No, I don't. Sweet Home is really good. But my favorite is Uncanny Counter, and it just wrapped up its second season. And I'm in love with all of the characters. Alice in Borderland. This one guy. You're welcome. I'm hoping Phoenix is the last one, because that kind of embodies all of the reiterations, I guess. It was really good. I'm like zoning it out. If you liked Squid Game, then you would like Alice in Borderland. But that's where stuff starts to fall apart. But I've definitely watched a lot since then, but... Yeah, you've been a mod here forever. Choose or Die was basically Death Note, but in a retro video game. I think we've said that before too. And now we have even less. Yeah, I was going to work on my overlay today, but I don't know what I want my whole thing to be. I don't know if I want to go back to making the book thing again. And we can't do songs anymore. So we got me, my desk, and lo-fi. So far. And a very in-depth conversation about water. Yeah. Jeepers Creepers 1 was okay. Jeepers Creepers 2 was better, in my opinion. But I avoided it so long because it's one of those things that I was afraid of. It's one of those childhood fears that stuck around. We were talking about that on Monday. Some childhood fears that stuck around. Like I had, first time I watched Peter Pan, I had a nightmare about Captain Hook, and I still remember it. And I was like 6 years old. I still remember like bits and pieces of it. I don't remember the whole thing. I don't remember what he was doing. Jeepers Creepers was one of the creatures that I was like deathly afraid of as a child that affected me or whatever, and I finally last year watched watched them. They weren't terrible. That made me, I don't know why, but the Jeepers Creepers thing made me think of Mothman, but I didn't watch anything with Mothman. Okay, that's not true. I didn't watch any fictional. It's hard when you're talking about Mothman to say fictional. I'm like, I guess no story narrative about Mothman. I did recently go through a period of watching like every UFO, Bigfoot, Mothman type of documentary. And man, those are my people. Those are my people. Area 51, I guess. But I never got to have a Mothman cookie. "12-Hour Shift" is a good one. I don't know if I'd put it with must watch, but I would definitely recommend it. It's like a bloody comedy. Not necessarily horror. But it's unexpected and very good. And it's one of those ones that doesn't have like a super famous cast. So you don't expect that it's gonna be as good, but it's really good. What? There's an Unlikely Duo one that's... I guess it's not Old Guy Adopts Chaotic Young Girl. Maybe it is. I forget the guy's name though. But he's like, they're in winter. Like that's the thing that they're facing is like that kind of atmosphere. They're going to freeze to death, and he looks like Santa. The fuck was that movie called? Not a lot of people like the woman in the window, but I thought the woman in the window was very good. Crazy girl, not crazy. Crazy girl, not crazy. It's so common. I fucking hate it. How about just like based on the amount of crazy ladies have not been crazy in these tropes or whatever in these movies? Like, how about when a woman says something that seems completely outlandish and disconnected? Maybe just listen for a couple minutes. But yeah, if you like the campy horror, like Grindhouse or whatever, We Need to Do Something was really good. My thoughts on The Cabin in the Woods. Hardly about a cabin in the woods. Lots of questions. I rewatched The Woman in Black because that was one that kept making me fall asleep when I was younger. And it wasn't as bad as I remember it, but I didn't find that the end satisfied the story at all. Oh yeah, that was a Family Blood. It was a recovering addict story, but she was also, or the person, I don't remember. I think I want to say she was also possessed by a demon or whatever. So you can't tell like what's what. Not good. Not good. Yeah, I know what's in here. I know I wrote down that movie. Old guy, little girl. Not the chaotic young like teen girl, but she's like actually younger. But if you see that something that fits that description, it's probably a good movie. My least favorite trope, Romeo and Juliet. I'm tired. I'm too tired of this shit. Into the Wild, off-puttingly pretentious. I think that has an actor in it that I really liked. I'm down whenever. You're the one that's busy. I can always move things around, but yeah, I'm down to do Conan. I completed everything except, um, like, say basically the save yourself part because I didn't know like if I took off the bracelet and did all this stuff, does Rex die? Because if he does, I can't cope with that. So I just quit my campaign there. I got all of the journey steps except the very last one because I can't. I can't leave Rex behind. I literally had dreams about that fucking croc, man. It was bad. That would be fun. Starting over on a different map. There's also, like, it's all that new stuff. I haven't been there since the first chapter dropped or whatever, and I don't know what chapter they're in now. But, like, everything's new. That happened after I finished my thing, so I don't know. I don't know. That was one of the ones I was modding. Oh, I'm still downloading mods for Skyrim. Yeah, the quest thing, you have dailies now. There's a store. There's like seasonal pass, all of that. I liked a lot of the upgrades that were made. The hammer that you have to use to build everything is... I find it had a little bit of a learning curve, but... I think the rest of it was better. Weapons, armor, clothing, and cluttered fixes. Believable weapons? What kind of fantasy are we living in? Yeah. Conan's not modded through Vortex, though. It was modded through something else. But I did have some of them, like we had Emberlight. And stuff. I forget. I had some of them, some of the mods running during the recent playthrough, but I forget what they were. Probably cosmetic stuff. It's always the movies. I still need to finish Spiritfarer too. And I never finished Sunhaven. Then we were playing that. Oh yeah, I couldn't use this. No, but did test out the potion because you gotta know. We started Witchwood too, which was cozy. It's okay to like big birds. It's the physics, man. The physics gotta be right. About 2:40. I'll probably about 3 hours and then be good. We had good talks today, I think. Beneficial talks. We're talking about centering ourselves. I was talking about centering myself. I went through shit again. Taking care of myself, and I really like it. Yeah. It said, I think it said, I thought it said you were playing Dead by Daylight when I went live. I don't know, I saw it on the Discord thing. But yeah, I've just been here. Monday and Wednesday I was doing art streams, or chatting streams, chill, low-key vibes. Friday we're doing Fairy Tale. We're on the epilogue in Fairy Tale. The rest of the playthrough exists on YouTube. And I'm not sure what's up next for us. Like next week. But we redid 2 emotes on Monday. And we watched Nick is Not Green. Because I'm just doing shit. I don't know what I want to stream and I don't really have a plan. I missed you guys so much. And I need to verbalize some of my thoughts sometimes. And if it helps somebody listening, then that works too. I didn't finish Spiritfarer. I did say I was gonna play Skyrim today, but I don't really feel like getting into it this early because it's still light out for me. So after I end stream, I'll probably do some work or stuff, and if I start Skyrim, I'm not gonna fucking do anything. As I said, we would work on Ghostwire Tokyo. That one I've been 100%ing by myself. So it would be a weird place to jump in, but same with Spiritfarer. It'd be a weird place to jump in, but like I can do it. But I don't know. I don't have a plan on things to play. I haven't done Destiny stuff in a while. Skyrim got here 2023. We went through, and the last time I modded Skyrim was on my birthday. I think that's literally what I did for my 30th birthday, was mod and play Skyrim. One cool demo? I don't know. Don't know that of which you refer. Destiny 2. Chris, what's going on? Why is it every time I say I'm gonna like and stream in like 20, that's when people show up. I speak it into the universe. I literally don't have plans of anything to do, so I could. I was just kind of getting bored of myself talking. And like I said, I don't feel really up to getting into a game because then I know I'm gonna do fuck all for the rest of the day. And it's still early. Early enough to get things done. But there's nothing that like has to be done. Everything's on my own like timeline. But there's a lot of things that I would like to do. Alerts weren't working earlier. Commands aren't working. I don't have an overlay. I don't have panels. The... Oh my gosh. An escape. My brain just says escape. That's it. Inescapable. I was talking about that to a friend recently, and I didn't realize that it had come out, or whatever. Or the date. Is that the one? I was like, man, I'm behind. I didn't lose it. Well, actually, I did. I don't know. And I don't have a couch. I don't know where my old overlay went. I don't have my old emote files. 29 days to launch. Okay. Yeah, that was... And I was like, yeah, I guess I'm out of the loop. But that makes sense because I haven't had... Like, the only way I knew information about it was Twitter. Because I saw the articles coming out about it. But I left Twitter again. I was back, like, on Instagram, and I said Monday that I had stuff uploading, but none of my scheduled posts worked, so I don't know if I want to stay there or not. I don't know where to go. I don't know. All I know is that this page on Twitch is my home. Talamir 2? Curse of the Kittens? What? That was 2020. How did I not see that? Lady Talamir's kittens have been acting strange. Still, the dungeon's rituals must be carried out. Despite the usual circumstances, how many rooms can you clear? It looks red. But yeah, I already said I would. I just meant my idea. Maybe. That is how one gets through to me. I think Discord is the only way I'm accepting messages for the foreseeable future. But yeah, I did intend to play it on stream. I'm watching the video for Talamir. It looks essentially the same. Very similar mechanics. Distracted. But yeah, just looking at games, I don't think I have anything planned. We were gonna do Stray on PlayStation, and I got my not graphics card. Capture card working and everything, and then I don't have a PlayStation subscription anymore, so I don't have access to the game. No, I didn't think I had to. I said a while ago that I would. I think that was a conversation that we had probably like a year or two ago. It's been a while. It's hard to believe. I don't know. It's hard to believe so many years are passing. I'm old. I played your last game. And either 100%ed it or almost 100%ed it on my ex-husband's team. I will never get back. I think we always say this. No, I'm just getting older and everybody else around me is just staying exactly the same. Oh, it's me. I'm the problem. We knew this. Observation duty 6. I don't know what that is either. We were talking about how everyone's playing Starfield. And I see it like Epic literally pops up and says everybody's playing Starfield. Why don't you join them? And I have no idea what that is. I am so on my own planet. It's not even real. I guess I don't realize it, and then when I go in public and like have to have a conversation or whatever with random people, that's what everybody said. That I have like a real human interaction, like I have to talk to like a checkout person or something, and it's like, am I an alien? It's like so obvious. Like the lady at the post office asked me like, do you have any more questions? And I meant to say like, no, thank you for your help or whatever, and I said, no thanks. And I will never get over the time that it was the day that I was getting my nerves tested, like at neurology, and they had to put these needles. I got enough questions at home. All of my questions are about Cabin in the Woods. But I had to get these needles with microphones on them put into my muscles to make sure that my muscles had electricity. Whatever. Muscles are really loud. But I was wearing like sweatpants, and I took off my sweatpants, and the lady was like, you don't have to if you don't want to do that. And I was wearing black boxer shorts, and I said, nah, it's okay, I got skin shorts. I got these like skin shorts. What the fuck? At most I would call them like compression. I would never say that. Why the fuck did I say that to that lady? Clarify, you're not human skin shorts. It didn't like, because of the delayed processing, didn't really hit me until I got home. Which reminds me, I met someone recently, and I was wearing my bullet necklace as my cousin's urn or whatever, and they said something like, is there blood in there? And I was just like, no, it's ashes. And I didn't process that till I get home. I hope that was a joke, because that's a fucking weird question to ask. And I didn't realize till I got home that's like, oh, that was probably a joke. Skin shorts. Human ashes. I'm just carrying around body parts. Oh. I literally have no idea what the thought process was behind the skin shorts still. Why? No thanks. And like she didn't even make me feel weird about it. But the post office was full of people. There's a lot of witnesses to that, and I don't know if I can show my face at my post office ever again. No, it's not close to freezing. I don't think. I don't know. I live in a temperature controlled room. I have for many years now because of my heart. But I'm getting a lot better with temperature. Like tolerating it. I swear, every time I have an interaction with somebody, I like I get back in the car and I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Am I human? And then there's like when it goes okay, like when I have a normal interaction and it actually goes normally. I have this moment of like, was there something like I'm missing? Like, did I not understand something? Because that went too well. Like when I have a conversation with like the person at the dispenser or whatever, it's like, was I acting normal? So fucking weird. I don't process things, they just come out and I don't think about it until later. Exactly. All your social interactions are written. It's perfect for me. We were talking Monday about like meeting people and stuff because I have to meet people. And I just don't want to. I'm like, I want the part of like where it's already like they're friends or whatever, it's already established. I don't like going through like whatever it is, friends or otherwise, with that whole like small talk phase and shit. I don't want to meet people. And then I went to respond to the guy who's gonna wants to take me dancing, and then there was more, and then I was like, no. The more messages that build up in an inbox, the further I get away from it. I have problems. See, it's not like I don't want to go dancing and do the activity. I do. I don't want to have to do involuntary talk. No, not really. I don't think we really had a small talk phase. Because you roasted me immediately about your name. See, one of the things I was talking about earlier, I wrote down my topics, my trains of thought, was how like inconsistency in certain messaging or whatever can create like a power dynamic. So like if one person isn't as responsive or as reliable in their responses or whatever, it makes the person who is kind of consistent. Like, to me, it seems like the most important thing that they could be doing with their time right now is waiting for a message. And I don't like that dynamic. And one of the things that I was thinking about was how you and I never had one of those in messaging or whatever. And you're actually one of the people who got to know me in messaging. I don't tell people things. I don't let people in. I'm working through my own problems right now. But I am fully conscious and aware that the patterns that I have experienced or whatever are entirely because of my own behavior in certain situations. I'm not blaming anybody else. And I've said before, like, you're the person that I'm like scared to tell like decisions to, because if you say like that's not a good idea, it's like I feel like I have to listen. And I 100% should have listened to you about moving back home. That's why. But yeah, it was one of those things that's like responding at your convenience or whatever. You don't have to worry about the time, but in the getting to know you phase of a lot of things, it's always about like time. And just time is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, in like this year for some reason. Not only like that time is an illusion that's made up and all of that, but I guess just different meanings of the word time. Maybe because I was wrestling my own mortality for a while. But I've also been had to think about how I experience time, because as somebody with ADHD, I don't experience time the way that neurotypical people do. So sometimes things feel insanely fast, and it'll be like a year's gone by or whatever. But sometimes it'll feel like agony, and it's only like minutes going by. I experience time in a very weird way. I was very in my head today, and like getting up, and I was doing my like taking care of myself, making my tea and doing dishes and stuff, and I get really in my head in the morning. My Vyvanse starts running, and my brain is like 3 very fast train tracks. Like, I said 3 very high-speed trains on very rickety tracks. I always have like at least 3 like trains of thought happening at the same time, which is why it's very difficult for me to like articulate conversation and stuff. Yeah, and like being able to be like a objective third party and being like, is this really, if you were outside of this situation, would you be making the same kind of choices? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a push people away type of person. I'm usually just vibing. Just vibing. But like I want to be hugged and stuff and cuddled, but at the same time, like I hate introducing people's energies to, like, when people touch me, I can feel their energy, and it is 99% of the time ick. So, like, only people I'm comfortable with. Like, even just putting your hand on my shoulder, like, got, like, grown old men do that all the time. And I just, like, I want to turn into a puddle. Don't fucking touch me. So I don't like, and then when you have to get to know somebody or do something one on one, you have to like let them into your energy field, even if you're like standing next to each other. I can feel your energy and your vibrations, and a lot of it makes me uncomfortable. But I don't think like I push people away in that aspect. I don't know. Maybe. I'm I'm very much a straightforward person. And like I think a lot of confusion when it comes to me is that I'm very direct in my communication, but people tend to try to read between lines. But I'm not thinking of having to have the lines be read. So it's difficult to predict my behavior because I don't react typically to things and I don't respond typically to things. So it's like, oh, she must be manipulating. To be honest, I couldn't be fucked to give the energy to manipulate you. Not when I can stand in that corner and just to my music, no. But I think it's easier to make friends on the internet when it's like in this aspect, or like in discords where you play games together or stuff, because you can tell by the way the person interacts whether or not you vibe, and so it's almost easier to get to know people that way. Although it does get parasocial to an extent, and that's probably why there's some fuck up there between like how intense we get about parasocial relationships at the higher level is probably because of the access. When the numbers are low, you have like full access to that person, you can get to know that person, and they get popular, and it's not the same dynamic. Been in here a lot. I'd say the oldest friend for lunch, she good friends. 30 years now. 0 seconds of physical contact. Yeah, each person. And like I can't be the person who hugs everyone. Even like when I was younger and we're like leaving family events or whatever, it's like you gotta give everybody a hug and whatever. I'm extremely uncomfortable by that. It depletes my energy to invite all of those energies into my space. So like my grandma, who was close and a safe person for me, I would hug her. But like my aunt, who I saw like maybe once a year, we never physically hug. She's cool though. But yeah, even just like standing next to somebody. Like the one time this was like super clear for me was I was in a teaching class and there was a guy who was older. He was like a professor or something, coming back to do a different thing. And we were just standing next to each other in class because we had to stand up at the board for some reason. I forget. It was like a group of us. And I was standing next to him and I could feel his vibration so intensely that like I physically wanted to run away. And we were like this far apart, like we weren't touching. And it was just so intense that like I wanted to run away and throw up. And I don't know, everything makes me want to throw up. I'm just at the core of my being nauseous. Just girly things. Everything makes me nauseous. Those fears we were talking about earlier and Monday, I have, Hi, baby. I think they call it megalophobia, and I just learned that there was a name for it. Of like, I get like dread in my body when I see like Rosie the shark. Who's been like dead for hundreds of years or something. Not hundreds. She's been dead for a lot of years. Not just... yeah. I used to joke about that, but it's for real. Like when people talk to me or whatever, or if I have to ask somebody for something, especially someone I'm not comfortable with, or if I'm talking to someone that like I'm excited about for any reason, like if we're gonna do a project together or whatever, that initial like reaching out, I want to just vomit on myself. Which I guess tracks because I have a horrible motion sickness, so I'm always nauseous. I have not. Love, I will get to it in 1 second, okay? Please stop. You know I don't like that. You have chalk all over your face. One day I was doing a bunch of notes on the chalk and I had it like laying flat and she came and laid on it and she was pink for like a week. She's white. But no, I have not tried actually throwing it up. I try to not do that too much. And hey, since I've been sober, I have not thrown up nearly as much. The only reason since was motion sickness, and I gotta get a hand on that. I can't do anything. I forget what I was doing recently, but I was doing something like very on the ground because I was in the process of cleaning and setting up my space and everything. And like, I just got so motion sick. I don't want to be the puke person though. I don't. I don't want to be the any bodily fluids person. I don't ever want to have, I was gonna say a puke story, but more puke stories, I guess. I don't want to make puke memories with people. I'm solid on that ground. I turn into an absolute baby when I am actually nauseous. Like the biggest baby. Oh no. From last week's game conference. That, when you say bodily fluids in game conference, I don't know. Last stream we read a pretty bad one. That one left an impact. Pretty bad bodily fluid story. Or no, we didn't read it. We watched Nick Is Not Green read it. Baby, I will get your food in a sec. Actually, I'm just gonna grab it. Good now? But yes, when I am nauseous, I turn into an absolute baby. And, like, nauseous to the point that, like, I actually feel like I'm gonna throw up. Not like how I get uncomfortable and get nauseous. But getting nauseous in, like, in a, like, actual sickness sense. I turn into a baby, and I just sit there and, like, whine and say, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And leaves a lasting impact. I had a conversation with a marketing lady from Taiwan. We just been introduced to each other by a mutual friend. Studying about game performance marketing. She accidentally spat on my face. Landed on my lip of all places. I kept complete poker face while my mind was tormented by the comedy of the situation. Not able to tell her at all. Oh my god. Spit's one of the worst for me. Ugh. Oh, that's a nightmare. See, I wouldn't be able to, like, that. I might throw up. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the moments that you pretend it's not happening. But, like, that's the right call, but I don't know if I could have poker faced my way through that. See, now I'm nauseous because I thought about it. If I don't want you to touch me, I certainly don't want you to spit on me. I hate those situations. I'm not good at those situations. The ones that you're supposed to pretend are not happening. Because it's like, oh, I saw that on me. You're my response. I don't want to be the barfer. But I think I'm the barfer. I turned into such a baby. And, like, I've literally been, like, not every other type of sick, but in the last couple years, I've been through it with illnesses. And there's nothing that knocks me down like that. Like, when it goes from being nausea to, like, you have to run to the bathroom. I don't feel good. In the most pathetic ass way. I'm like, I don't want to be traveling with people, meeting people and shit, and turn into that. It'll be okay. Can you imagine when, like, somebody you just met? I'm the worst. Captain Chaos, yes. That was the nickname. Because we are clan and Conan was like, giggle something. And the problem, I guess I don't know if it's a problem or not, but, like, going back to the Conan thing, the problem with, like, that is, like, I get way more attached to, like, Rex than I do, like, the legitimate people. And maybe that's for the better. To, like, cognitively disconnect from that whole situation. But it's not just that game. I think it's all of them. It's people too. Like, if it's been years since I've seen somebody or whatever, I don't care as much about how they're doing as how much their dog is doing. Like, what's your dog up to? Is he doing good? And like, when I go in public, I will, or like just walking down the street or whatever, I will acknowledge like a dog and not the owner. Like, I was walking into a PetSmart once, and like I always look at the ground because I don't want to be talked to. Just don't talk to me, don't look at me. Don't touch me. We do not know each other. And this dog comes and jumps on me. And I just like patted his head and I'm like, hello, friend. Nothing to the fucking lady holding the leash and being like, come on. Just to the dog. I can't do song requests anymore. Unfortunately. We have haunted house, spooky Halloween music, no copyright, Halloween lo-fi. I haven't watched Blue Exorcist in forever, but knowing the bond that I have with my cat, it would probably rip me to shreds to watch that, so I'm good. I'm just gonna stay away from that one. $6:47, Jesus. It's the 20th. Is it just me or is this month going really slow? Not that I really care about it, the month ending, because not like not to be super optimistic or anything, but I have nothing to look forward to. I mean, I don't have any like future plans made at this time. And I don't have anything like, oh, when next year comes, this is gonna happen. I literally have no. Open Jacket Livy is back. I got no plans. I'm just kind of rolling with things as they happen. Yeah, and I do something different every day. So it's really hard to like plan, even like planning what I'm gonna do for streams and stuff. While I am more organized about doing all of that and having either topics or things to do, like my emotes or whatever, or art streams, or puzzle streams, I literally have a bunch of plans and stuff. I can't directly say like this day is what this stream is going to be, because if I wake up in the morning and I'm not feeling puzzly that day, that's not gonna fucking happen. So I just kind of figure it out as I go along. I fall on my face a lot, but I stand up even better. It's my wobbly giraffe legs. But yeah, now that my brain has slowed down a little bit and we've gotten a lot of the shit off my mind that was destroying my thoughts earlier, every day there's something, and there's a just toss up on what it is. Because like my two topics were about time, about self-love, and then water, like with electrolytes. When do we start talking outside streams? I don't know, but I probably still have them somewhere in Discord. Like, Or do you have the answer because you're looking and I don't know? October 2018. You were in Germany because all of your sub emails came in German. Haha. Yeah. I miss those streams so much, and I miss that community so much. And that's why I'm back. Hopefully, make more of an ass of myself. But I'm ready for it, so we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to calm down and do some evening activities, whatever I decide that to be. More and more in my head again. And I'll be back Friday from either 3 or like 5, because I like to do them kind of later. Like 3 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to probably finish Fairy Tale, because we're in the epilogue, so I want to wrap it up, and maybe we'll try 100%ing it on stream. If I do that, I have to start earlier. Yeah, I've been going to bed at like 11:30. 80-year-old woman. Like, I've been going to bed early. I don't think I've gone to bed like at like 10, 11 since I was... I don't think ever, okay? And now I'm an old lady with goals and shit. What the fuck? Anyways, we'll see you guys on Friday. I'm going to... These get downloaded and then put onto YouTube, so I don't have to run both streams, so I have to do less work. Because I like doing less work. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the sub that we started.